But yeah, like you said, it's pretty hard to lose money with us. I mean, you seriously
Yeah,
have to be doing something wrong.
yeah. Well, that's like when I'd asked you guys if you ever had anybody fail, and you said yes. I was almost blown away by that. But
Well, there's people that don't know how to sell.
well, yeah, but it's like you could. I mean, with as many clients as you're sending me, you could almost be a direct screw up and still not fail. It's like I mean, surely got 1 out of 10 you could get, even if you're a terrible introvert who's never sold anything.
But that's great. I'm glad to hear that it's going well. So how many jobs have you closed so far?
3 or 4.
4 in your first week?
Well, as far as being hired, not I'm not actually done the jobs, but as
Oh
far
no,
as
I
being
mean like
hired,
getting the sale. That's what we care about.
well, yeah, 4 roughly. It looks like I'll be having to run appointments every day. Is what I was getting at. It's
All
hard.
right. Hey, if you want me to stop, I'll stop. But, anyways, Chris, definitely get a laptop. That's definitely a good move. But
Yeah,
how
I'm
how
done
have
with
things been
it.
so far with the appointments?
I mean, it's been pretty good. A lot of them have been more or less just wanting quotes, not like really ready to move on it.
Hmm.
For whatever reason, all of the smaller excavation projects, the people have pretty much hired me on the spot before I even got a quote sent to them.
Nice.
So that's what I was saying. Next week, I've just got a tremendous amount of stuff to get caught up on.
Oh, you're
Um,
gonna be busy, man. You're gonna be busy.
yeah, well, I'm already starting to see that I'm going to have personnel problems. Just the simple fact, if this is what I can expect, and you guys are saying it's going to be worse as far as like the amount of appointments. I mean,
Better, not worse.
well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
More
worse
time-
as in scheduling. I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not definitely not taking a shot at you by any means. Just saying that, it looks like I'll be having to run appointments every day is what I was getting at. It's
Oh,
hard.
really? Hey, if you want me to stop, I'll stop.
No, we'll continue on there. And like I said, I'm capable when it comes to rescheduling and whatnot. So generally, I'll just touch base with the clients and let them know what my availability is, and which I've never rescheduled one later than what it's already scheduled for. I've always been pushing them up just to kind of
Right,
free space, and you
right.
know, generally about 2.5 or 3 hours in between appointments is about what it takes me on average, because usually there's an hour drive time in between
Right.
them. So
No,
if,
that's fine. We'll do that. That's just in the calendar settings.
yeah,
But that's great. I'm glad to hear that it's going well. So how many jobs have you closed so far?
3 or 4. Um,
4 in your first week?
Well, as far as being hired, not I've not actually done the jobs, but as
No,
far
no,
as
I
being
mean like
hired,
getting the sale. That's what we care about.
well, yeah, 4 roughly.
Nice. And how
So,
those 4?
well, one of them had come through my website though. That was just a random one,
Mhm.
and then I think another one had come through Facebook.
So I
So,
mean, those are most likely going to come from the ads, like they see Landon Lake, and then
uh,
the customers are more skeptical. They want more information about you before they click on the ad and submit their information. So
uh,
first place they're going to go is Google, right? Landon Lake. They're going to click on your website. They're going to scroll through it and then maybe call the number or whatever it might be.
uh,
Yeah. But like
yeah, I've definitely.
it
Sorry,
wouldn't
go ahead.
really make too much sense for you to get organic traffic if you haven't been getting it before. Um, like if have you gotten website leads before, or is this the first?
Well, no, I'd only just created the website. Once we started this
Right.
journey, so to speak. Even though I hate that word.
Yeah, yeah. So that's that. You'll get more of those for sure, and you'll get some in the comment section, the DMs as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunities to pick up. But that's awesome, dude. We're only like a week and a half into this, so yeah.
Once
So
we really get rolling, we'll see.
how much have you closed so far in those 3 jobs? How much were they, or those 4 jobs? How much did they lock them up for?
That'll pretty much cover the first month as far as that goes, because it's the quotes. 2 of the quotes were for 1,400, which is essentially a day. So with
Yeah.
my excavator, I do $1,000 minimum, covers getting the machine to the property in the first 4 hours, and then $100 an hour after that. So 2 projected quotes at 8 hours plus 8 hour of a laborer. So they're coming in between, you know, safe to say 1,200 on the low side to 2,000 on the high side. So somewhere between 4,500 to 6 grand out of those 3, and then that other job, which is the mulching. So that's going to be another couple thousand. But
Well
yeah,
liked.
yeah, I'd say
So
six
look,
to eight out of those.
if I mean, so you've got like all right, let's say 6 to 8, and then you've got like 4 pending appointments that you haven't even closed yet. So let's say you close
Yeah,
another 2 of those. Right. So we're probably already above 10 a week into it.
yeah,
I mean, as far as ad spend, I can tell you right now how much we've spent. Give me 2 seconds.
yeah. Well, I would, I would like to get to a place where I can just essentially keep you guys on payroll year round, and just continue like that. But
Yeah, well, that's the goal, right? I mean, we're looking to build a long-term relationship here, and work with you for years, man. I mean, we want to be your one-stop shop for getting customers, right? So like our goal with this business is that you only have to worry about 2 things: closing the jobs and doing the job. And then we handle everything around that. So the website, the marketing, the pages, and all the annoying stuff that you don't want to do. But that's great. Going back to the ad spend, we've spent only $800. So that's about a third of 2,500. And you haven't even gotten any big opportunities yet. I mean, we're dishing out 40, 50 acres opportunities every single day. So one of those will cover an entire year's worth of marketing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the one I went to yesterday, there was a giant, and I do mean a giant, like a Cat 959, but it was a dedicated forestry mulcher on the side of the road as I was going to look at an excavating. Well, the Paul Wigodinsky, I guess that's how you would pronounce his name. I'm almost scared to pronounce it in front of him, but nonetheless, yeah, there was a big monster job up there, literally where I went.
Yeah.
Up in Oneida, the Oneida appointment. But yeah, that thing, I mean, damn, I'd like to get my hands on that one.
Yeah.
The machine, not necessarily the job.
There's also like, there's two more things that you need to factor in is that you got all these real estate developers that are constantly doing massive projects.
Yeah.
It takes a relationship with one or two of those to get you a lifetime worth of work because they're constantly doing projects and stuff. So even the jobs that you're closing now, those are going to bring you, they're going to trickle in referrals over time and whatnot. And you're going to just see it start to snowball, right? I mean, you're only getting started. And once you start building a name for yourself, you get more reviews, you get more traffic. You're going to see it. It's all going to compound. I'm sure you'll get a good return on your investment. I'm not worried about that, but that's great.
I think breaking even is going to be like, you could almost fail and break even, but to really make some money, that's what I'm curious about, which obviously, like I said, this is a really small business, two people, less than 200,000 or less than $250,000 a year in total revenue. So, to double or triple that would just be astronomically.
I mean,
I wouldn't even be able to put that in words.
Last year, you did 250 last year top line.
No, it was like between 150 to 200 is what is. Yeah, it comes.
Dude, you've already done 10 grand in a week. That's 4 grand a month.
Yeah, but it's not in the bank yet. You got to get them closed out.
No, I hear you. And then you're also going to get better at sales. So like the guys that you mentioned to me, some guys are not really ready to pull the trigger, just getting quotes.
Yeah.
To me, that's just an objection that you need to overcome. So to me, that's like, okay, you need to dig a little deeper. Like, what are you waiting for? Is it a financial issue? Is it, what's going to change 3 months from now? And you got to dig a little, you got to press a little, especially on those big opportunities, dude. Those are important.
They didn't necessarily shoot me down. It was more like, we're going to be ready to do this in about a month. And most of the time it was because of finances. So
that's Chris, time is the killer of all deals.
Agree.
Who you are.
Agreed, but you got to be careful. You come in like a raging bull trying to force.
No. It also depends on the person, right? So there's these people. The second they feel like they're being sold, they're automatically out. They're automatically like they don't want to work with you. So you're right. It does depend on the person, but for the finances objection, if they say, "Oh, I mean, we're waiting on some money to come in," then just lock up a deposit. Be like, "Look, I took the way out here. You want to work forward with me? You like the price? You're just waiting on some money. Let me get a $500 deposit to lock you in. I'll block off my schedule for you, and whenever you have the money, we'll get started." Right? Because
that's which, one of my big things is one of my selling points essentially, because I'm showing up to these people and I'm a complete stranger. So in order to build a little trust with them, when they ask about deposits and so forth, I usually tell folks that I will not accept a deposit until I've been on site at least the first day. And then at the end of that day, I'll accept the deposit. And that's kind of showing the homeowners and the clients that I'm taking the leap of faith first to actually start a project without any kind of money down or anything. So, it's like you said there again, it all depends on the person that you're talking to as well, so you just got to know how to play your hand, in which I'm not green at selling, but obviously anything you do in repetition, you're going to get better at regardless how good you are when you start. So, which, I'm certain I could have pushed harder. The Mary Wells client, I probably could have talked her into that one. Which I don't think that I really needed to. I expect to hear from her within a couple weeks. But there at the same time, if I don't, I will be reaching back out and, making contact with them, say, you ready to start your project, so forth. So
you tell me what's work. Is it following up with a bunch of people or getting them to commit to small deposit on the spot? Like you're going to have a gazillion people.
Obviously the deposit would be better, because that locks it in. But at the same time, a lot of homeowners will tell you that they give money to contractors and never seen them again too. So, I don't want to try to get somebody locked in and create a red flag. You know what
I'm
I
not
mean?
telling you to collect up front at the 10 grand up front, just 5, 10% of the job, just so it doesn't even have to be, it's just so they feel like they've already decided who they're working with. And if
Yeah.
you just want to do that, then just get them to agree to something, sign something. I don't know. I mean, it's, you know what you're doing better than I do, right? Like you know what works and what doesn't, but I just don't want you to be missing out on these bigger opportunities. Uh,
Yeah. I agree.
but great, great. Sounds like things are heading in the right direction. Have you ever been this busy before?
Yeah. I mean, to be busy, 6, 7 days a week is norm for me, not strictly with machine work, but, being busy is the norm in my life.
Gotcha. Okay. That
But
must
yeah,
be
it is a nice change of pace for it to be all machine work, though. That was the whole goal with this ordeal, was to stop doing all the other crap with
right.
my time and invest all my time into the machine work just to try to
Right.
essentially draw more revenue out of it.
Right. And if you run into an issue where you're just not able to, you know, do the job and go and sell and give all these bids, right? And you're finding that you just don't have enough time in the day.
Yeah,
Uh, the first thing I would just tell you to do is raise your prices. It'll
yeah,
cost less jobs, but your margins will be way higher, and you'll
mhm,
get a bigger bang for your buck. And if you're in a position where you physically cannot make it to all the estimates, you might as well.
yeah,
Um, but you're not there yet, but
yeah.
just something to consider. But let's get this calendar set up, so we don't run into these issues anymore. Do you have a share button on your screen?
I've been wanting to. Yeah, next time I talk to Brady, I was going to harass him a little bit about his jump off the bucket in that video.
Just jump off the bucket. Why?
He was doing an ad, and it starts out, and he's standing on the bucket, and he jumps down, and when he hits the ground, he almost knocks the breath out of himself. It was just, it was just funny. It cracked me up when I saw that one, but
I
no,
don't know if you read the comment section, but so many people are shitting on him. So many
no, it's
people.
not nothing negative. It was
No,
just,
no,
it
no.
was
I mean, a lot of
fun.
people think you don't understand how many people think that we're like scammers and that like we're actually like
Oh,
stealing money.
now I
What?
believe that because I was on the fence at the beginning. So,
Yeah, I don't know why no one trusts us. It's like, are
well,
we that
man, you
suspicious?
gotta, it's all about the online. It's like
Yeah,
if you was face to face with people, talking to these people, showing them what you do. I
right,
don't think you would get that, but the fact that you're just strictly online and you're going through Facebook ads, it's like, man, that's where all the
right,
scammers and the
right,
negative people's at. So,
right. But yeah, like you said, it's pretty hard to lose money with us. I mean, you seriously
yeah,
have to be doing something wrong.
yeah. Well, that's like when I'd ask you guys if you ever had anybody fail, and you said yes. I was almost blown away by that. But
Well, there's people that don't know how to sell.
well, yeah, but it's like you could, I mean, with as many clients as you're sending me, you could almost be a direct screw up and still not fail. It's like, I mean, surely God, 1 out of 10 you could get, even if you're a terrible
Right.
introvert who's never sold anything.
Yeah, even if it's a 10% close rate, you'll cover your investment.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But let's
yeah, agreed. Yeah,
uh well, thanks a lot, Chris. I do appreciate that. And yeah, we'll be in touch. Let's kill it, man. Let's make some money.
yeah, agreed. I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be starting to do it this week. So, come Friday, I'll let you know where they all
Right.
landed and how much revenue come in out of the first week. So,
Let's go. Let's
yeah,
go.
hopefully it's just, bananas from here on out.
Yes, yes, it will be. It will be. All right, Chris. Well, sounds good. Well, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we will be in touch.
Yes, sir. Let's go finish pulling this transmission out of my truck and get it fixed. So
Good luck
yeehaw
with
kind
that.
of day.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you
See you
have a
later,
good one,
Chris.
bud.
You
Thanks.